Henry Cavill in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Yeah, you heard that right. The possibility of him joining the MCU is exploding online and fans are losing it. Get your special sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good. According to a well-known Marvel insider, My Time to Shine, Cavill is reportedly in talks for a full role in the MCU. Imagine that for a second. After the roller coaster of emotions with his return and very quick exit as Superman in Black Adam, it seems like he's shopping for a new superhero home. And what better place than the MCU, right? I mean, Warner Brothers didn't exactly give him the best treatment. Let's be real. After being the face of Man of Steel and Justice League, they basically gave him the cold shoulder. So, what's next for the British actor? The Marvel Universe seems like the most natural next step. Of course, we already got a taste of Cavill in the MCU this summer with Deadpool and Wolverine when he showed up as a Wolverine variant, the Cavill-Rhine, and honestly, I was all about it. Can we just take a moment to imagine Henry Cavill as the official 616 Wolverine? It'd be insane. Fans are already campaigning for him to replace Hugh Jackman once we get past Avengers, Secret Wars, but then again, there's been talk of Wolverine being sidelined in the X-Men reboot, so who knows? But here's where it gets juicy. The insider, My Time to Shine, says that Cavill's talks are for a permanent role in the MCU. They didn't spill which character it could be, though. Now, Wolverine is still on the table, but there's also another fan-favorite rumor floating around, Captain Britain. Captain Britain could finally be making his MCU debut, and Cavill seems like the perfect pick for that role. Picture it, a British superhero played by the British actor who's already conquered Superman. It just fits so well. Some people had originally thought Cavill would take on the role of Marvel's Superman counterpart Sentry, but that gig went to Lewis Pullman. So, Sentry's out, and it's also pretty unlikely we'll see Cavill playing Marvel's other Superman clones, like Hyperion or Gladiator. They're just not in the cards right now. Now, this isn't the first time rumors about Cavill joining the MCU have been swirling around. There was even a time when people thought he was going to show up as Hyperion in Loki Season 2, and this was right around the time when Cavill made his brief return as Superman in late 2022. Of course, that didn't pan out, but now, these talks feel serious. Ewan McGregor just dropped a huge hint that we might not have seen the last of Obi-Wan Kenobi. At LA Comic-Con, he teased that Disney and Lucasfilm are exploring new ideas for more adventures with the Jedi Master. And honestly, how could there not be more stories to tell? McGregor himself said, "Between the end of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Alec Guinness's version in A New Hope, there's gotta be a few stories in there." McGregor has been with us through the prequels and the Disney Plus series, which dropped in 2022 and takes place 10 years before A New Hope. But now, he's hinting that there's still more to explore, and it seems like he's all in. He's even talking about possibly donning the Clone Wars armor. "I think that's something I would enjoy," he said, and come on, how epic would that be? Of course, there's the whole CGI de-aging process to deal with, but McGregor doesn't seem fazed at all. "I don't care, I'll do it," he said, excited at the thought of reuniting with Hayden Christensen, who played Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader. Imagine them together again, picking up where the last season left off. Ewan's been openly hopeful for another season for a while now. In an interview earlier this year, he said, "I hope we get a chance to do another one, and I'm sure we will." And with him still a few years away from being the same age as Alec Guinness was in A New Hope, the timeline fits perfectly for more stories. Now, personally, if we do get another season, it has to focus on Obi-Wan and Anakin. We need to dive deeper into their characters, not introduce a bunch of new ones like Reva. And let's be real, the next season needs the budget to match other major Star Wars projects, not that underwhelming sum they threw at the first season. Ewan McGregor seems ready for more, and so am I, but only if done right. Otherwise, don't bother. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It would mean a lot. We finally got our first official look and some juicy details about the upcoming Avatar, The Last Airbender game, and it sounds incredible. Brian Konietzko, co-creator of the series, is behind the concept art, and this is stunning. Now, let's dive into the exciting stuff we learned from the Avatar video games and what's coming next, Braving the Elements podcast. This game is going to be a AAA, open-world action RPG with an original story. It's set 7,000 years in the past, so way before the Fire Nation we know even existed. You'll get to create your own bender and explore the Earth Kingdom, including iconic locations like Ba Sing Se. One piece of concept art shows a firebender standing in front of a volcano, and it looks like that might be us, the player. So we will be playing as a native firebending avatar. But here's the twist, there's no Fire Nation yet. So how will our avatar train? Maybe we'll form a ragtag group like Aang did, mastering the elements without a nation backing us. Oh, and do you see that dragon? Is it a massive dragon far away or a small one just above the firebender? Either way, it's likely going to be our animal companion because it's not an Avatar story without one. There's also a scene with waterbenders heading toward the Avatar. At first, I thought they were fighting the volcano, but now it looks like they're coming for us. Could the waterbenders be the bad guys in this game? That's something I can't wait to find out. Is there a crazy waterbender or water tribe that is behind this ice age? Because right now, the working title for the game is Ice Wars. And even though the release is a bit far off, think 2027 or 2028, they're really taking their time to make sure it's perfect. And the best part? They mentioned that within the next 5 years, we're going to get a ton of Avatar games. There's even a fighting game confirmed to drop sometime next year. So, while we wait for Ice Wars, there's plenty of Avatar goodness coming our way. And why not click this video that YouTube themselves have recommended for just you? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It would mean a lot.